Hi and welcome folks to another night in the VIBHL. First matchup of the evening is a women's division matchup, the Coastal WRECKS versus the Fire Angels. Coastal WRECKS will be in the white, blue, and green. Fire Angels in the purple and baby blue. Tonight's game is sponsored to you by Bin 4 Burger Lounge. About to get underway. Tonight's referees are Colin and Lamont. And opening faceoff coming up. Coastal WRECKS will win the draw. Cross D. And ball will go up the wall. Good pass up in the middle. Good poke check by the Fire Angels defender. Good check back by the WRECKS. The WRECKS are in. Will ball go into the corner. Tried to make a pass out front. Was blocked. Fire Angels will bring it up the wall. And good keeping by Bickford. Coastal WRECKS will be on the half wall. Good battle ensues. The Fire Angels will come up with it. But lost at center. And Bickford will shoot it out of play. Neutral zone face off. 16:20 left to go, first period. And one forward by the Fire Angels, but taken back by the WRECKS. WRECKS will dump it in off a stick. And Fire Angels will put up the wall. And good intercept by Coastal WRECKS defender, poke it out. And back in, Fire Angels now intercept. Ball's at center. And now Fire Angels will gain the zone. And shot. Rebounds loose. And now we'll have it cleared by the WRECKS. WRECKS pass up to center, nobody there. Fire Angels will turn it around, up to center. Good pass up the middle. And it's played forward. In the feet. Shot. Goes just wide. Rebound. Another shot. Good save by the goaltender. And the WRECKS will shoot it down. And that'll go for an icing call. Good early pressure here by the Fire Angels. 3-0 the shots for the Fire Angels over the WRECKS. 15-13 left to go, first period. An offensive zone draw here for the Fire Angels. See if they can get on the scoreboard early. And one back by the WRECKS. We'll wrap it around their own net. Plays kept in by the Fire Angels, who dumped it in on the half wall. Now taken out by the WRECKS. Driven back in at center. Bickford will pick it up in her own end. Across the other D. Good stretch past the center. Look for the open wing, and we'll shoot it down into the corner for the WRECKS to chase after. Good battle ensues, back to the point. Shot. Off a glove. Into the corner. And WRECKS pick it up in the half wall. Try to take a shot on net. Hit a foot. And a good battle behind the net. Shot. Block in front. In the feet. Another shot. Pad save. Wins the ball in the feet again. Another shot. Blocked in front. Another shot. Push goes wide. Good pressure here by the Rex. Ball's now in behind the net. Good battle behind the net. Paul will pop out. Not out. Rex knock it back down into the corner. Half wall. Now behind the net. Good battle. And Fire Angels will try to get out of their own zone here. And now kept in by Bickford. Good move at the line. Tries to take a shot. It's blocked. Ball will pop out past the blue line. Still kept in by the Rex. Nice pass. Shot. Off the bar. Another shot. In the feet. And the Rex still have it. Another shot. Good pad save. Coming across. Rex with all the pressure right now. Fire Angels are getting a little stuck in their own end. Bickford with the shot was blocked. Rex down low. Good look for an open man. And too far. Still with it on the half wall. Back to the point. Shot. Pad save. Another shot. Tried to make it. Was blocked in front. Rebound. And the feet. And Rex still have the ball. Pass up front. Just too far off a stick. Rex half wall. Tried to make a tip pass in front. Just goes wide of the net. Fire just under a lot of pressure right now. Can't get out of their own end. It's been about 2 minutes in their own zone. Another shot. Pad save. Another shot. Glove save. And Fire Angels will try to clear again. Another shot off the pad. Loose in front. And Fire Angels will try to clear again. Not far enough. Rex still with the pressure. Back to the point. Shot. It's blocked in front. Tries to give and go here. Pass to the middle. Shot. And scores. Lots of pressure there by the Rex, and they will capitalize on the scoreboard. 1-0 Coastal Rex. 12:07 left to go, first period. Eleven to 3 the shots for the Rex after that good 2 or 3 minute shift in the offensive zone. Fire Angels will bring it in. Good pass. Shot. Glove down. Ball squared out. Back to the point. Another shot. Blocked in front. Battle is in the feet. Now ball will pop out. Rex to center. Try to chip it by the defender, and will do into the zone. Ball is now in the offensive end for the Rex. And Fire Angels trying to get away from the pressure. Rex will intercept on the half wall. Now Fire Angels take the ball back. We'll try to get to center, and they will do so. Fire Angels will enter the zone. Cut off by the Rex defender. She's going to go in behind her own net to look for some space. Good breakout here by the Rex. Starts past the center. Another good pass. 3-on-1 possibility. One hand on the stick pass. Hits the goaltender's pad. It goes wide behind the net. Fire Angels will pick it up behind their own net. Just going to try to get away from the pressure. And that's going to go for an icing call on the Fire Angels. 10:53 left to go. First period. 12-4. The shots for the Coastal Rex. Fire Angels had the early pressure, but the Rex have definitely come on in the last few minutes here. Got the opening goal. And ball's now in the neutral zone. Bickford. Shot in. Rex will go on to the forecheck. Fire Angels will come up with the ball. And another icing call, I believe. And that is correct. Another offensive zone draw for the Coastal Rex. One draw by the Rex. Back to the point. Shot. Knocked down in front. The ball will go squirt into the corner. Fire Angels now have it. And looks like another icing. And another offensive zone draw coming up for the Rex. Coastal Rex goal scored by Morgan Sinclair from Kayla Aiken at 12:07. 10:19 left to go, first period. Another draw won by the Rex. Great in the face-off circle tonight. Battle up behind the net. Two Rex on one Fire Angel, and Fire Angels come up with it. And it looks like another consecutive icing call. No icing on the call. Lamont French. I think he's getting tired of looking at the icings. Rex behind their net. Bickford. Good pass up the wall. Give and go at center. And the Rex will bring it into the zone. Chipped forward, but intercepted by the Fire Angels. Fire Angels in their own end. Tried to make a pass up the wall. It was intercepted. Now Rex will dump it back down. Off is sticking out of play. .9:35 left to go. First period. Another offensive zone draw here for the Coastal Rex. And scrambled draw. Rex will come up with it. Pass to center. Shot. Blocked. Another rebound's loose in front. Good pad save. Goaltender will cover up for the whistle. Good read by the goaltender to stop that in tight. Rex definitely have some very talented forwards here. Let's see if they can capitalize. And one back. Tries to take a shot on net. Will just go wide. Fire Angels behind the net. Tries to go up the wall. Intercepted on the half wall by the Rex. Rex will try to take a shot on net. Will go off the stick and wide. They'll now play it behind the net. Was intercepted. Fire Angels will try to clear. And they will not. Rex still have it. Down low. Shot. Shoulder stop. And goaltender will cover it up. .8:56 left to go. First period. 1-0 for the Coastal Rex. 15-4 the shots. One back by the Rex at the point. Pass to the middle was picked off. Another shot on net. It just goes wide behind the net. Rex will pick it up on the half wall. Another shot on net will just go wide. And Rex first to the ball again. Played it down low behind the net. Takes a weird bounce right to a Fire Angel stick, and the Fire Angel will try to get out. And they will do so off a foot. Place will go into the zone and taken back by the Rex. Good breakout by the Rex to get off that pressure. Now they gain the zone. Good pass to the middle. Oh, almost like a give and go there attempt. Didn't read the pass very well. Another shot will be coming. Shot. Shoulder save. Tried to take another shot and that was off the stick. Ball was in behind the net. Coastal Rex first to the ball again. We'll wrap it right back around the net. Tried to make a pass to the point. It was intercepted. Ball was cleared by the Fire Angels with no icing. Rex stretch pass. Almost a breakaway pass. Look at that draw pass at the line. What a pass. Give and go. Drag move. Pad save. Loose. And what a stop by the goaltender, rolling around on her stomach. Didn't even know where it was and still made the save. That toe drag out front. Goaltender didn't even see it. Ball's now in the corner. Now ball's on the half wall. Fire Angels will pop out. Plays at center. And now played in the Rex zone. Now intercepted by Bickford. Bickford will play it up. And Coastal Rex will now dump it in and get on the forecheck. And first to the ball was the Fire Angels off of that clearing attempt. Now Fire Angels to center. Dumped in. And the Rex will take the ball back. Good defensive play by Bickford. Rex tried to shoot it in, goes off his stick and out of play. Cammy Lawson was on the draw, but lost the face off on the draw. Now good play by Lawson. Possible 2-on-1. Curls back. Shot. Goes wide. And Fire Angels now have it. Tries to make a pass to the other side. Was intercepted. Weak pass at center. Was now taken back by the Rex. Rex will play it across the floor. And now dumped down. Lawson will chase after. Goaltender will poke it aside into the corner. Hamilton with a good keep in there. Lawson will try to make a play, but was blocked. Stretch pass. Rex keep it in. Lawson now has it. In behind the net to chase after, and Rex will pick it up on the half wall. Tried to make a pass up front, knocked down in the feet. Tries to make a shot, was blocked. Good pass to the dot, and Lawson will lose that battle. Fire Angels now 2-on-2. Run down, and that will go for an icing call. No icing, it says referee Lamont French. And Fire Angels will lose that battle, and Rex will recover. Back to the point for the Fire Angels after the errant pass. And Fire Angels will try to dump it back into the offensive zone. The ball's cleared by the Rex. Good keeping by the Fire Angels defender at the line. Will shot back in. Rex defender looking for space behind her own net. Good play up the wall. A good cut off by the Fire Angels defender, but the ball comes to Lawson. Lawson with the one hand on the stick, and goaltender covers up for the whistle. Good move by Lawson there, but just one hand on the stick, didn't get much on it. 4:02 left to go, first period. 18-4 the shots for the Coastal WRECKS. Leah Lanther on the draw. I do apologize if I butchered that last name. Fire Angels will try to get it past Pickford, and then he will. Good move. 2-on-1. Shot. And goaltender will cover up. Good stop on the shot off the dot. Offensive zone draw here for Fire Angels. One back. Tried to take a shot on that, was blocked. Leah Lanther will take it up to center. Possible another 2-on-1, 3-on possibly. And good back check by Fire Angels to get back, help with the pressure. Shot on net was loose, and goaltender covers up for the whistle. I believe that's Sid Akai in the net for the Fire Angels. Has been really solid tonight. Rex won another draw. Was scrambled, but Fire Angel will come up with it. Ball will go up in the air. Fire Angel will try to clear, but now taken back. Actually, it was cleared by the Fire Angel, my mistake. Ball was bouncing in a weird way. Bickford went on with it. Ball's brought in. Good give and go pass. What a stop. Point blank. Sid read that out the entire way. Now ball's at center. Leah, good curl back pass to center. And Rex will bring it in with some speed. Good pass back. Another good pass back to the point. Lots of room. Pass half wall. To center. Shot. Glove save. Tried to make a pass up front. Was in the feet. And now covered up for the whistle. Goaltender's been really reading her play as well tonight. Lots of pressure by the Rex. 21-5 the shots. 2:34 left to go. First period. 1-0 for the Coastal WRECKS. If you're just joining us, this is a Vancouver Island Ball Hockey League Women's Division matchup. The WRECKS versus the Fire Angels. And Fire Angels will bring it to center. And now into the zone. Good battle along the wall. Tried to take a shot and that was blocked. Shot back in. And now ball's lost. WRECKS to center. Good move by the WRECKS forward to chip that by. Another shot on net was just wide. Fire Angels now at their own blue line. Pass up. Good intercept by Hamilton. Brief Hashio with it. Tried to make it clear. Was intercepted by the WRECKS. Hamilton now puts it back in. Constable. Blocked in front. Falls in the feet. And now Fire Angels now in the neutral zone. Clears it to the Coastal WRECKS blue line, and the WRECKS will cover the ball. Lots of space. Good stretch pass up the wall, but I think a little bit too far. Go for an icing. .120 left to go. First period. WRECKS will now have it behind their net. Good breakout. Good pass up the wall. The Constable. She's going to come in. Pass across. Off a stick. Good defensive play by the Fire Angels. Now kept in by Bickford. Bickford will play it down to Constable. Constable now in behind the net. Pass up front. Fanned on the shot. Bickford will now shoot it back in. And shot. Blocked in front. Fire Angels been definitely getting in the shooting lanes tonight. Lots of block shots. Pickford now on her defensive end of the ball. WRECKS delayed offside. Now onside. Good poke check by Fire Angels there at the blue line. Now taken back by the WRECKS. Good. She's going to look for a pass up front. It's loose. Shot. Glove save. Sorry, my mistake. Shoulder save. Something went off the bit of the glove too. Now WRECKS behind the net. Just gonna look for some space. Tried to take it past the middle and intercepted by the Fire Angels forward. And that'll be the end of the first period. 1-0 for the Coastal WRECKS. We'll be back in a minute. And we'll get back underway here. The French dropping the ball. Rex win it forward. And Rex now gain the Fighters gain the ball back at the center. Now dumped in. And Rex will come up with it. Good defensive play. Up the wall. Weird bounce at the line. Still brought in. And now plays it center. Good defensive stick by the Fire Angels, but now it's in their own end here. Rex first on it. Lost it. Gonna make a curl back. Tried to make a pass to the center and did not work. Fire Angels now. Good give and go there. Plays it. Got to put two hands on the stick to get that pass across. Unfortunate. Rex a little give and go pass of their own. Austin into the zone. Good curl back. She's been all over the ball tonight. One of the better forwards for the Rex this evening. Ball's loose in the middle, and Fire Angels now come up with it. Shot up the wall, and Rex will come up with it. Rex will gain the zone. Good move at the line, but now intercepted by the Fire Angels, taken back by the Rex. Ball will come out. Rex will have to regain the zone. Dumped in by the Rex. And Logan Hamilton will pick it up on the pickoff. Shot. And covered up by Sid. Good shot by Hamilton. No rebound. One draw by the Fire Angels. No icing on the play. Bickford will have to come back in her own end. Good turnaround. Good play at center. Leah now with it. Half wall. It's going to go down low. Pass to the middle. It's blocked. Another shot. Stick aside into the corner by the goaltender. Ball's in the feet. Rex will come up with it. Put it behind the net. And now back up the wall. Tried to make the play back down low. Good intercepted by the Fire Angels. Good poke. One-on-one battle. Good poke check by the Rex. Still 3-on-2 in the. See if they can get a play here. Shot. And now play will pop out. Rex will have it. Good play at center. Lee will bring it in. And we'll take a shot on net was wide. And goaltender will come up for the whistle. 13:58 left to go, second period. And Rex put it back. Hamilton over to the middle, and good stick check by the Fire Angels. Ball going to the corner. Ball's loose out front. Fire Angels will clear. Not out. Hamilton will try to take a shot. Net goes high and wide. Fire Angels will wrap it behind their net. The battle up the wall. Rex still keep it in. Now it goes off a Fire Angel's foot. And now still in. Rex will look to set up a play. Pass to the middle. Another shot. Glove save. Another shot goes wide, and another cover up for the whistle. 13:17 left to go, second period. 1-0 still for the Coastal Rex. Fire Angels haven't been able to have a bunch of pressure this game, but hopefully they can turn this around second half of the period. And Fire just trying to make a play with the wall. Will go out of play into the netting. Offensive zone draw here for the WRECKS still. WRECKS will keep it in. Shot. Pad save. Ball's loose behind the net. Flyers will try to play up the wall. Down along the wall. WRECKS will still have it at the blue line. Good play at the line by Hamilton. Play will go down low. Past the middle. Fan on the shot. Flyers will try to clear. And they will. And that'll go for an icing call. I didn't know Lamont French had any humor left in him. Great referee in his own mind, in his own right, though. He's going to have some fun out here. One back by the WRECKS. Bickford. Good play to the half dot. Shot. Goes wide. Fires under pressure. Try to clear it, and they will get out. Good play. Tries to take a shot on net, was wide. WRECKS have it behind the net. Shot back in. WRECKS will play it up their own wall. Lots of time to get out. Good stretch pass. Also breakaway. Shot. Good save by the goaltender on the break. Ball's loose. Tries to make a play in front. Good block by the defender. Also front. Another save. And Sitakai has been the story of the evening. 28 shots on net. 27 saves. Been the busier of the two. .36 left to go. Second period. 28-5 the shots. Back to the point. Shot. Stick save. Bickford now with it. Tries to make a sneaky play down low. Out front. Loose. In the feet. Ball's still loose. And now Fires will clear it out. Fire Angels now into the zone. See if they can get some pressure here. Shot. Goes wide. Good move. Good. Tries to take a shot. Fanned on and missed. Curls back to their own shot on net. Blocking by their own player. Now back at the point. Shot. Gets through a bunch of feet. Goes wide. Tries to make a place to the center, and that was blocked. WRECKS will now clear. No icing on the play. Fire defender will pick it up. Intercepted. Shot. Glove save. Another shot was blocked. And Fire Angels will clear it past Hamilton. 3-on-2. Ball is loose. Ball net will come off that cross feed by the goaltender. Looks like we'll have an offensive zone draw here for the Vikings as the net was knocked off by the WRECKS goaltender. Good offensive pressure there by the Vikings to come back after the offensive zone pressure from the WRECKS. And the WRECKS will come up with it on the draw. And they will get out to center. And WRECKS in their own end. Sorry, Fires by mistake. Clear it out, but Hamilton will pick it up. And Fire Rangers were going to have to chase it down in their own defensive end behind the net. 9:35 left to go, second period. Fire Rangers will clear it. Fire Rangers got a stick on that, so no icing. WRECKS will carry it up behind their net. Get a possible breakout. Got a give and go breakout. Came off the stick. Fire Rangers will dump it down. Hamilton up the wall. Tried to make a give and go. It was intercepted by the Fire Angels. Ball was loose in the feet. Now WRECKS have it up the wall. Good play. Good play at center. Good give and go and offside. Player was just ahead of the play. Fire Angels look to get out. Pass up the wall was intercepted. And Pickford will have to chase it behind the net. Good strive to pass up to the almost center. Good play into the middle. Good play off the stick to dump it in. And Fire Rangers will come out with it. Cleared it past Pickford into the zone. Fire Rangers should get on the forecheck. Good play to get away from that pressure. WRECKS to center. Good play at center into the zone. Tried to take a drop back, was blocked and intercepted by the Fire Angels. Possible 3-on-2. Fire Rangers look a little bit tired right now. Not much pressure. And now WRECKS will bring it in. Passes across, and Sidakai will come up for the whistle. 7:22 left to go, second period. 1-0 WRECKS, 30-6 the shots. Fire Rangers goaltender Sidakai has been the story tonight. Negative for the first start. And WRECKS won it forward, but now we'll take it back by the Fire Angels on the wall. And WRECKS will intercept that pass and get a shot right on net. Akai with another save. I do apologize, it is hard to see the ball in the corners with the where our view is. If I do miss a play, my mistake. My apologies. Fire Angels up on their own defensive end. Tried to make a play with the wall, was kept in at center by the WRECKS. Now shot in. Shot on net was wide. Ball's loose behind the net. Fire Rangers try to clear. Lots of hustle there by the WRECKS to keep it in. Hamilton will take it down to Constable. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton ball loose off the stick. Constable, good move to get away from that pressure. Good play down to Hamilton. Pass across. Goes off the stick. Another shot on net was wide, off the stick. The WRECKS were just relentless on that last offensive pressure. Fire Rangers now have it. Good back check by Hamilton on the play. Great back check. Now Constable will have it. And she'll go for a change. And turnaround shot. Didn't even look what she was shooting, and still glove saved by Akai. 5:53 left to go, second period. 1-0 WRECKS. And Fire Rangers will come out after that play. And still gets past the defender. Shot. Love save. Rebound. Bad save. Good pressure there by the Fires. Get a couple shots on net. Goaltender better save. And WRECKS will win that battle at neutral zone and will go after it in the offensive zone. Try to make a throwback pass up to the goalie's crease. Offensive zone draw for the WRECKS. And loose ball. Picked up by the Fire Angels. Poked ahead, but a little bit too far ahead. WRECKS will pick it off. Good battle up the wall. Ball pops out. Fire Angel will come up with it. Shot. Stick save. A little bit more pressure here lately for the Fire Angels, but they need to get on the scoreboard to have this game. Pickford out the wall. Good clear. Lawson will play it up on the wing. WRECKS went to the zone. Good play through the feet. Intercepted by the other Fire Angels defender. Good pick off. Tried to make a play across the wing. Didn't work. Was picked off. Good back check again to get the ball back. Akai will play it forward. Touch pass off a stick. And WRECKS will turn back in their own end. Behind their net. Good play to Hamilton. Hamilton to set. Played it up to neutral zone. Lost it now. Flip play. Good play to get in. Tried to take a shot and that was blocked. And WRECKS lose the ball. And good. Tried to make a pass up the wall for the Fire Angels, was intercepted. Ball still kept in. And the WRECKS will chase after it. Him behind the net. Takes a slip. Hope she's alright. Looks okay. Lost it now. Shot. High and wide. Ball will pop out. Good move by Fire Angels forward there. To get away from that neutral zone pressure. Trying to make a pass. Hamilton knocked it down. Lawson. Try to take a shot on net. Stick aside by Akai. Hamilton in the corner. Another shot was on net, or I believe out of play. Neutral zone draw. 2:40 left to go, second period. Sorry. Offensive zone draw coming up for the Fire Angels. .240 left to go in the second period. Let's see if the Fire Angels can tie this game late. And Lawson wins the draw. Hamilton. Good play up. Lawson loses it in her feet. Still kept in by the Fire Angels. She's going to go wide. Tried to make a pass across. Nobody there. Hamilton will pick it up. And WRECKS will have it brought in. Kai goes to play it. Picked off by the WRECKS. Ball's loose. Fire Angels will try to pick it off up the wall, and they will not do so. Leah with it. Dumped down. Good curl back pass out front. Blocked in front. Another pass out front, fanned on. Ball's loose, and now Fire Angels try to clear. Now taken back by the Rex off the delayed high stick. Rex were the first to touch, not the Fire Angels. 1:39 left to go, second period. Fire Angels now going behind their defensive end. Hard to make a play up. It's blocked by Rex forward. Lots of pressure by the Rex, especially in front of the net. Bickford now. Good shot in, goes in, will go in behind the net. Fire Angels will pick it off. Minute 12 left to go. Good stretch pass, just out of the reach for the Fire Angels forward. So chase it down. A little bit too far for the icing call. .104 left to go, second period. The Rex still holding the shutout, 1-0. My cameraman's giving me a hard time saying I said the shutout word. I shouldn't do that. It's the worst word to say in hockey is a shutout. Absolute worst. Oh, good play in front. I don't know how that stayed out. Goaltender's down. Fire Angels try to clear. Blocked. Another shot knocked down, and goaltender covers up for the whistle. 40 seconds left to go. 35-9 the shots. Looks like a slippery corner over there. It's the second player to slip in that same spot. Late call though, looks like it was calling a trip. Rex, late call. We'll go to the power play. On the trip. 16.7 seconds left to go. Rex to the power play. And Fire Angels will clear on the penalty kill. That should basically do it for the game. 6 seconds left to go. Shortest pass to the middle, and that'll do it. Got a 1-0 Coastal Rex win. Shots end up being 37-9. We'll be back shortly for the second matchup of the evening. Another women's division matchup.